Oh, you can sit wherever.
Yeah, you're down there, Clayton.
I'll take it.
American Crime and SWAT. There's also Richard Cabral.
Woo!
Also plays Coco. He's also from American Crime. He also had an Emmy nomination for American Crime. We got Michael Irby. Unit, Past Five, so many credits. He's also on Barry. He plays a hilarious character. And we got Frankie Loyal. Hello, Cleveland. So, let's put it here. Let's put it like the Beatles. Don't you guys feel like you're in front of Congress right now? You better be interrogated. Yeah, exactly. Well, the interrogations have anteed up on the Mayans this year, so when, what was it, Emilio's character got his, it's probably the bloodiest season so far. Second season, you guys are really like doing some, there's always been heads cutting off, but this year Emilio gets really tortured in the last episode. I think it was like episode 6.
Right. You got to see how savage he was, right?
Yeah, that was.
He brought it back to the whole part. That's Kurt Sutter, man. You know, when you live in the Kurt Sutter universe, you know you're going to deal with a lot of blood and gore and murder, you know, retribution.
Now, if you guys were in a real biker gang or club, what would your name be? I'll start off with you, Frankie. What would your name be?
Smiley.
I'd be Tommy Too Tall.
The boys call me Spice.
I mean, I love Coco. I think
Yeah, you know, there's so many creative aspects of this show, and with Kurt and Elgin, and I was gonna say with Kevin Dowling, he brought in, I believe John Sayles might have been one of his old, yeah, and Cassavetes, you know, one of his teachers. So, you know, this year I know they really wanted to specifically focus on the camera work and some of those tight edits, a lot of the handheld stuff was happening this year that I felt like sometimes last year they might have been a little stagnant, I guess. So they really brought some life and some action to this this year.
Yeah, this season a lot's happened.
yeah, and then also talking about like the landscape of Mexico, right? Like last year we kind of played with it. We went to Mexico City, we went to Tecate, but I know this year that they really wanted to see more of Mexico in that way, because I mean we've tried it, right? We tried it to duplicate that, and nothing could duplicate Mexico and bring that authenticity, like being down there with our people. So they definitely started like that, right? And we got a good couple of episodes of being in Tecate and using that landscape like that.
You know what's interesting? I remember on the first pilot, they tried to, you remember this?
Yeah.
They tried to do it with Tijuana
In
and Tecate and Santa Clarita, and it looked ridiculous. It looked ridiculous. It looked like a cartoon, you know. So I think they saw that and then they realized, like, all right, we cannot try to we can't whitewash the show.
Yeah.
We have to do it real.
Yeah.
You know, we got to take it back to the motherland.
Yeah.
Right?
Sound like a huge fan.
Start. I think we all have our input on it. It has to be, right? I mean, because I think for so many years in filmmaking, we had other cultures trying to portray Latinos, and as we all know, being from Latino descent, that is just wrong, right? No matter what, you could try to study the accent, you could try to look like it, but like, you know, I think of Marlon Brando when he did Zapata, right? And how many people rave about it, but for me, like, no matter how great Marlon Brando was, Marlon Brando could never be a Mexican.
Right, like Al Pacino can't be a Cuban, right?
That's it. I mean, and A for effort, right? Like, I love Marlon. I love everything. He's one of the first ones, right, to bring that acting like that. But I think that we've seen it, right? And we've seen no matter how close and how much you could try, that you could never be. So I think that was a essential part of it, right? And even though we might be of all different Latino descents, But there's one thing that we all bring to the table is that we're Latinos, and I think that it just pops on the screen. That's my answer.
Oh, it's all of us. I was like, hey, that was well said, dog. That was well said. You know, oh man, you know, being a real Latino, that in itself right there is a bit of a journey for me. My father's black, my mother's Mexican. And when I grew up on both sides of the coin, I got dealt with a lot of adversity with I wasn't really enough to really be on this side for them. That created a certain truth in me that I didn't have to identify really with either side. And I'm very proud of who I am, very proud of what I do. I'm very proud to be a part of this show and bring it to the community. And, fuck yeah.
6% on television, 2.7% in film.
Well, you know, I mean, it's starting to change because you guys, you know, people saying something, people coming together as one, as a group, as a culture, and saying, look, we're not going to take this shit, right? You know, casting's gotten so specific now that before casting, it's just like, they just have Latino, right? And it's funny, like, I would go off these roles that where they said Latino, but it was specific, like, it meant to be like a Puerto Rican or Cuban. And they just tie us all in together, you know, and like, casting's gotten so specific now that it's Southern California Latinos, you know, people from Miami, like it's all separated. It's because everybody's starting to stand up and say something, right? You can't just put us in a box. We're more than one piece. And so we appreciate you guys saying something and continually saying. That really makes a difference. It really does. Thank you.
I was never big on numbers, so I disregard those a lot. But the one thing I will say that I think was important when we got the show, but it didn't really sink in for me until I said we have people come up and say what they're doing for them. That means a lot. And the fact that when I signed up for a job, I had no idea how this was going to turn out. Stories, characters, and we all come from Mexico, so to speak, or however you want to explain that as Latinos for us. But we got brothers here. These are my brothers, and to me, that is more important than anything. Hollywood had to take us, I think, and I don't know how they felt about us. They might have wanted to hide silverware when we did the chivalry or whatever. But these guys, I feel like we give them good work, and whether they like it or not, they have to accept that. The show bring do like.
I think it's important and very important.
Yeah, that was a rough one, you know, and I think I just really had to snap into that. It happened, right? Like, you know, we do entertainment and we talk about stories, but these things actually happen, right? And everything that I do, I take that to heart, right? So it was just, I think, understanding that, right? And surrendering to that, like, and there was mothers that did what my mother had did in the first season, right? That had put their daughters and their sons and have put them in these traumatic situations that we can never even comprehend, right? So I surrendered to that, bro. And I think that's the only way that I could ever approach a character truly is if I completely surrender, right? And that was definitely one of the, you know, and that but I think that it resonated with people because I was open to the reality of that, you know. So just thank you for sharing that and commenting on that. But yeah, that was definitely a tough one. But if it's not tough, then why are we doing it, right? If we ain't trying to. Yeah.
Basically, Irby seeing is jazzercise on crack.
Yeah, it's funny because all I see you guys do is drink, and there's never like an episode where you guys work out. I'm like, how are these guys look that good? And all they do is just drink beer.
JD takes it right there.
Yeah, JD, and they're like, oh, Jesus Christ, I guess I better go do some push-ups. That's good, man. It's inspiring. You know, I think we all kind of encourage each other to do so, and it's a good way, a productive way to spend our time when we're not, spending our hearts on the screen.
Yeah, because it's a lot of internal.
That's what
I really love about the show is that you guys are all like, you guys are supposed to be bad people, but you're not bad people. You guys are good people. Like you guys are all like have like a heart. You guys are always like doing stuff that you don't want to do. And you're doing it for like, especially like the last season, like season 1 was, spoiler.
I mean, it shows, real people. It's not just cartoon characters.
Exactly.
We're complex human beings. I'm sure everybody does stuff that they don't want to do sometimes. But you do it because, regardless, family or job or whatever it may be, So we try to portray that on screen, and it's being received well.
Yeah, it is. How do you guys describe the mood on set? Like with you guys, is it all like? Get
him, Irby.
Every now and then, Spice will come out. Spice will come out. I don't know how I got nicknamed Spice. I murdered a lot of people this year, and it's on the flip side of that. Like when they yell action and cut, they're asking us to be these guys that are deep, dark, gray matter. Is where we all kind of live in our space. So after cut, it's a nice time to just kind of breathe, and that is like our special time that none of you guys will ever see, because it's not allowed. You guys can never see some of the stuff that we're doing back there. But I like to keep it light. I've been doing this a long time. As precious as it is sometimes, it's still a job. And we're still making a television show. We're making it for you. We're making it for us, for our families, to feed our families. It's all part of what we do. And it's incredibly special. And, the late nights at 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning, it's brilliant. I mean, and when you're sitting out there and you got the full moon and we're out on our motorcycles and we're riding down the road. I'm sorry, was I just, hey, somebody else think this, hey, it's amazing, trust.
For me, very much like Hank, when we are filming, I tend to kind of sit back in the background a little bit, but I really enjoy watching my brethren here do their things. I mean, I think I'm paying attention, but I always am, and it gets sentimental at times, but for me, what really I enjoy the most is, I ride, and the moments I have with these guys where we're all on 2 wheels, and we're going in the same direction, and the rhythm and the timing, like there's times I'll be next to Clayton, and we're kicking up in the same gear, like a synchronicity, and it's just communication without talking. It's almost like everything's understood. And apart from doing the scenes that I do love with these guys, that's something that's very sentimental to me, and I don't know, I wish we had to do it all the time.
What's it like working with Edward?
With who? Eddie. Edward came along. Oh. I probably worked with him the most. Yeah. I was up here. It is amazing. First of all, just working in the beginning, I was in awe. So I had to get past that phase. I had to pick my job up. And then once I was able to do that, it was interesting. Once I had to not necessarily show him, but I had to show him that I could be in the same room as him. And once I was able to do that, he was very giving to me as an actor. He teaches me a lot about, in acting, there's so many different, it's not just about acting, right? This thing we do is not just about acting. There's so many different little things that come into it. But one thing he taught me about was camera work, like where to place your face, and little tiny things that you don't think about as the actor, but the audience, it works so much better with the audience when you know how to work the camera. So he's teaching me little things like that, and that's just years and years and years industry. And then also, other than that, man, he's a funny dude. Like he he's found the audio. Like he keeps it real. He tells you when you're not doing good, but then he lets you know when you are doing well. So it's, that honesty is, for me, is very, very helpful.
Anybody else?
Any questions? Come on.
Okay, I have a question. It might be a spoiler alert, but I really need to know. Is Angel Galindo's son? Because you said you were always feeling something growing up. Easy's the golden boy. Now it's coming out that the other dude might be your dad's son. So, like, I gotta know this.
I don't even know. I don't. Now that you tell me that, I'm like,
I gotta know.
I don't even know. So if you can't, I don't know you can't. So I don't know. I still don't know if it's
Did I write season 3?
What's that?
Did I write season 3?
You might be getting that wrong. I don't know that. I don't know the answer.
Dang,
I'm
okay.
sorry.
Okay, then let me ask one
What's
something
another
that you
one?
know.
Okay.
Theme song. What can we do about this theme song? We got a poll going. We need a new theme song, guys.
We don't make those decisions.
But listen, since it changed from season 1 to 2, it could possibly change from season 2 to 3,
I
right?
feel it in my bones. I
Well,
feel it in my bones.
there's only 4 more episodes left to feel in your bones. And maybe we can just be optimistic, we can be hopeful, and we can hope there's a different song next season. But we're not even going to change it now. It's already done. Spoiler alert.
That's the new producer, by the way.